Good evening, plumpers and plumpettes, for another wonderful edition. I thank everybody for tuning in now or later. Thank you, Buddy Epson. Oh, and definitely thank you, Felicity. Anyways, we are going to have a wonderful plump tonight. Technically, it's Plumpiversary. It is Plumpiversary. You know, normally clip shows, when you're talking sitcoms, clip shows are like the bullshit shows, right? That's how you save money, right? But when I do a clip show, it's actually a lot of work, and I haven't had time to do it. And there's Jay. Anyways, so tonight is going to be it's going to be a mishmash of stuff. It's going to be like it's like I don't know what's coming. Let's just say that this isn't something I've previewed. It's just literally like a random playlist of short videos. Sometime anywhere from like 2 to 5, 7 minutes. We have no idea what's going to happen here. You know, if it gets boring, we can move on to something else, but I don't think it's going to get boring. I don't sense it. So let's go. That's right, Mr. Serbian terrorist. Let's move over to oh yeah, Boz is there. He's sleeping though. He doesn't have his head up. By the way, I just want to let you know before we start that this video hasn't been made without the consent of Leonardo DiCaprio or his management. Honestly, I should say that at the beginning of every plump, but I forget. But, you know, now we know.
Leonardo has managed to achieve the sort of adulation that is usually reserved for pop stars. He's gained millions of fans across the world. In Paris, screaming fans chased him from a gallery, trying to get close to him. In Japan, girls hold...
He's too old to be dating himself now. He's too old here to be dating himself.
...parties where they listen to his movies and cry together.
Leo! Wait. Let me see the one.
Cry together.
Leo, get your tit off your head. Come on in, take your tit off your head.
It was in the rough streets of L.A. that young Leo grew up regularly watching drug addicts from his bedroom window and on his way to school in the Los Feliz part of the city.
You can see a picture of Leo in the 11th grade.
Oh, he's so tiny.
And you can see that he looked very young. He would have been about 16 at the time.
16? He looks like he's 8. Wasn't he on Growing Pains? Didn't he start out on Growing Pains?
Students from the video classes make programs around Marshall, and a young Leo featured in this Christmas video.
This week we asked Marshall students and faculty what they don't want for Christmas, and their responses were...
I don't want anything gay.
I don't want anything...
I don't want socks.
Take it.
Socks. Underwear. I don't want underwear for Christmas because then my mom makes me hold them up and show them to everybody. I don't want AIDS.
Leonardo had what was...
That's actually funny. That's the secret word, you know.
needed for television. He was very pretty. He has a beautiful face. No teenage blemish.
Oh, no teenage blemishes, right? Very smooth and hairless, huh? That's how they like them.
He was rarely in class. And I finally had him removed from the class because he was never there.
He tended to be a bit rebellious and somewhat arrogant and flippant in the class.
So they just like made this video and they just tracked some people down that knew him or his teachers. He didn't have any that. I'm surprised he didn't like try to sue whoever made this video.
Classroom, unfortunately, we didn't get along at all simply because he was defiant of any of the classroom rules.
Oh, you know it, man, because he was a pretty boy. So I'd imagine he got that shit a lot.
And he would defiantly stand up in class and say to me, I don't see why I have to follow these stupid rules.
In 1993,
Well, in Leo's case, he was fucking right.
he was cast as the autistic brother of Johnny Depp in What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
There we go.
When I saw Leo in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, at first I thought he really was retarded. I wasn't sure.
Leo researched his role in Gilbert Grape
Who's that? Is that Catherine? No, it's not Catherine Zeta-Jones, is it?
by observing people with real-life mental problems.
He does look like the type of boy that
He does look like a bit retarded, really. A bit slow in,
say a 16-year-old girl would actually fancy and would actually have a chance with, especially in Britain, because, they don't go for big beefcakes over here. So Leonardo is just...
I was about to say, I thought the people were, like, I know a lot of dudes in England, they're not the greatest looking guys.
He's just there. He just sort of, encompasses their dream boy.
He's not like afraid to be seen in public with his mom and his grandma, which is really cool. Sometimes like boys at my school, they're like,
I mean, who are these? They're just talking to people. Like these people don't know them. They're just talking to people.
Mom dropped me off a block away from school so my friends won't see you with me.
Leonardo DiCaprio has achieved in a short time what many actors never manage in a lifetime of movies. He's become more than just a star. He's become an icon to millions around the world. And whatever he chooses to do next, he will be sure to have those fans queuing at the box office.
And the age of the women he dated then is the same age of the women he dates now.
Just to see him.
Hi, welcome to the secret place. I'm glad you came. I miss you when you're not here.
Oh no.
I'm a little bit bored today, Christy.
Bored?
Yep.
Well, give me a kiss. It'll
All right.
help you cheer
That'll
up.
liven things up. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
Is
3.
it gonna hurt?
Ready?
Audio low. Well, it's going to be all over the place with these.
Give me a ready.
Bobo,
Oh. Okay, now I got to tell you why I'm bored.
why are you
I've
bored?
had to be studying history.
Oh, but that's interesting.
I can't stand it.
When we read the Bible, we see God's hand in secular history too.
Oh.
Like, for instance, God used history for Jesus. He had Jesus come to earth.
Wait, he used history. What? What's that have to do with a sword and a head?
After the Greek civilization had founded a language, a universal language. Because if Jesus would have come before then, he would have had to known all those little tribal languages.
Yeah, 'cause that would have been difficult, being God and all.
Be able to speak and preach to everybody. So he waited till the Greeks had established a universal language, and that was Greek, of course.
Yep, and we all know Greek. That's right. Tzatziki souvlaki, everyone.
And so that way he could speak in Greek and most everybody could understand him. So it's
And didn't
good.
they have roads too?
Yeah, they built roads so Jesus could travel. A lot of things like that.
Oh, you left your Bible on the beach. Oh, they're beating him up. Oh, it's the Passion. It's a puppet Passion play. All these things happen to them as examples to warn us against doing the same thing. Well, it didn't work.
It's happened to them as examples to warn us against doing the same thing.
Now watch closely. See what's in the middle? There's a king in the middle, right? I'm going to show you where we can find real peace. Let's take this one out of the middle. Let's turn it around, and you know what we have?
Oh,
shit.
Look at that. Damn it.
Jesus, the King of Peace.
Yeah.
He's the only one that can give us real peace.
And he's the king of my heart.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Jenny. I hope he's the king of your heart, too, because that's the only way that we can find real peace.
I thought the Bible was God's word. How could it be a history book? Signed, Pamela. Well, I tell you what,
Fool.
Pamela, the Bible is full of history. Did you know that any book that tells us what happened in the past is a history book?
All these
Whoa, what the hell?
things happen to them as examples to warn us against
Man, puberty hit this chick in the middle hard, man.
doing the same thing. 1 Corinthians 10:11.
To pay for those sins that I've committed,
For those bad things that I've done.
For
those bad things that I've done.
You died.
You died
So that I wouldn't have to.
so that I wouldn't have to.
Forgive me, Jesus.
Forgive me, Jesus.
No.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Take them all away.
Take them all away.
Make
And Jesus.
And you'll meet our guest co-host from the hit series Oh Fuck It.
me white as snow.
Make me white as snow. I don't want to be white as snow. I like my color.
Well, that's
not white either.
I know.
You
None
know
of
what
us
I
are
do
really
like,
white.
though, is that we
What?
get washed with the
Boy, a little loud there, honey. Bit back her down a notch there, a little excited.
blood that's red, and red's my favorite color.
Yeah.
All right, nobody asked you. Oh, no.
Yesterday, today, forever, Jesus is the same. All may change, but Jesus never. Glory to His name.
It has been stated by some journalists and historians that George W. Bush has brought about the most faith-based administration in American history.
Man, what?
This program will attempt to determine whether or not that statement is true, and if it is, what effect has his faith had on America and on the world?
Well, I could tell you. Here's me from the future.
Could it be that a candidate for President of the United States would actually fly in the face of political correctness and espouse not just religious convictions, but a firm belief in Jesus Christ?
They all do. Fuckface.
When I heard Bush speak so frankly from his heart about Christ, I knew he had just won the election.
One thing I've learned is...
Well, even that's questionable, right? I mean, that first one, man. Wait a minute, Richard Gere. One thing I've learned in my life is to never trust anyone who thinks that he exclusively has God on his side. Okay, that's a good thing, yeah.
My life is never to trust anyone who thinks that he exclusively has God on his side, especially when he's the President of the United States.
He is, by all accounts, a deeply religious man and one who believes in the power of prayer. In fact, I've heard several accounts of the President being found in the Oval Office on his knees in prayer.
In 1986, Bush Sr. enlisted his son's help in running his presidential campaign. As he spent time in Washington...
That was when W was a party animal, man. Right? Back in the early 90s, he was still partying it up. He wasn't governor yet, I don't even think.
Washington, George W. got an up-close view of the seamier side of politics. The conviction of his newfound faith was soon put to the test.
George Bush did more than just talk the talk. I remember
Doug Weed.
Staffers trying to get him to have intimate relations with a young lady on our staff. Of course, probably what was going on was political blackmail, leverage on the son of the future president.
I mean, hey, man. Oh, look at he's turning her down. I don't give in to fornication.
Going on was political blackmail, leverage on the son of the future president of the United States. He'd look at me and raise his eyebrows like, "Do you believe that?" On one occasion, I remember a public figure whose name you'd immediately know.
That guy kind of looks like him. A little balder, but he does kind of look like him.
Came in and said, "She just wants you to relax, George. She's just trying to help you relax. You've hurt her feelings."
What? Wait a minute. So they sent like a chick in there to like hit on him or something? Like to try to like Lewinsky him? Wait, let me go back here.
First trying to get him to have intimate relations, did more than just talk the talk. I remember staffers trying to get him to have intimate relations with a young lady on our staff. Of course, probably what was going on was political blackmail.
Oh, so staffers were trying to hook him up with some chick, with another staffer. He thinks it might have been political blackmail. Okay.
Leverage on the son of the future president of the United States. He'd look at me and raise his eyebrows like, "Do you believe that?" On one occasion, I remember a public figure whose name you'd immediately know came in and said, "She just wants you to relax, George. She's just trying to help you relax. You've hurt her feelings." He said, "Good." He yelled it so loud you could hear it through all the offices. He said, "Not interested. I'm a married man. I'm glad."
Oh, okay.
She got the message. Good. As far as I know, that was the last time she ever bothered him.
I remember when the president met Putin in June of 2001 in...
You know, I mean, I want to see... God, it's amazing how much they changed. Like, this was back when Republicans could still claim to have the moral high ground. Remember those days? They still act like they do now, but they clearly don't.
Slovenia. It was not long after he'd become president, and Bush said something rather flattering to Putin like, "I saw this guy, I looked into his soul, and he's a good man." Of course, at the time, Bush was ridiculed by the foreign policy establishment for naivety. But look what happened. The degree of trust that enabled American aircraft to fly over Russia
no.
when the U.S. was attacking the Taliban in Afghanistan is absolutely astonishing. I mean, I don't think that would have happened with any other American president except Bush.
George W. Bush did wrestle with the invasions of Afghanistan and Iraq. I think, like Lincoln, he wanted to be on God's side of the
he started them.
issue. He knew he was sending young men and women to their deaths, and he knew he would be misunderstood.
I think that President Bush, with his vision and his leadership in a world troubled by terror, has the opportunity for...
Yeah, I should just embrace the Lord. Then all of this will make sense.
Greatness. His ability to stick with that, in spite of the fact that critics are attempting to force him off it, is what will determine whether or not the history books regard him as a great president. From everything I've seen so far, he is going to be that kind of president.
Okay. I am not a paid actor.
Things are changing in the Middle East, and changing for the better.
President Bush will be known...
Though they're not.
...as the man that stood up to Islamic...
I will say, though, he was pretty good at dodging those shoes, though. He was on it was like he knew that was going to happen. He saw them shoes coming. He's like, hoo-ha, can't catch me. I got the Lord on my side.
Being used to tyrannize their own people. So in another 100 years...
You remember this fucker? Ted Haggard? This guy was like one of the big, he was the president of the National Association of Evangelicals, and then he got caught doing meth with a male prostitute. He had been visiting a male prostitute for years, and he finally came out and admitted he'd been doing it, and it totally destroyed his career. Obviously, the church just shunned him because, that's what Christians do when one of their own is going through a tough time. And I haven't heard from him since, man. This dude fell hard. He went down hard in more ways than one.
In the Islamic world, he'll be viewed as a great liberator and the one who began the process to set them free from those who use Islam to enslave Islamic people politically.
As the president has so ably demonstrated, it is vitally important for Christians to be fully engaged in the religious and cultural conflicts of the 20th.
This is when you could still do. There's no way they could do this with Trump now. I mean, they do, but it's just it's such horse shit that nobody can take it seriously. Even the people that endorse it don't believe it.
21st century. Will the faith of George Bush be sufficient to keep us in God's hands today? Perhaps.
No.
If we all join our faith to his.
No.
Tonight, on America's Funniest People, the studio audience will choose who will marry tonight on the Marabamada. You got something you can do? Because I'll kind of dick fuck around here and
Call somebody.
You'll see an American gladiator's son walk his shit. You'll see an American blah 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 appliance. That's a big hole, but I can't do anything about it. You'll have to put some sound effects in there or some fucking pig whistles or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Somebody's got to give a shit, not me. Jesus.
Fitness isn't just being able to jog around the block. It's having the right combination of aerobic conditioning, strength, and flexibility
of course.
to get back into the game. Say you're out on the street and you see somebody, maybe it's a friend who's even heftier than you are, and you say, I don't want to be like that.
A bit of a portly fellow.
It's time to get serious.
Hi, I'm Steve Kiesling. This isn't the first time Matthew and I have started to get back in shape, and it won't be the last. The
Oh, definitely.
tendency is to start out tough, get hurt, and have an excuse to quit. We're not going to do that.
We work hard, we play hard.
Funny thing is, most of the muscles that lead to back pain aren't in your back at all. They're in your stomach, your sides, and your legs. Remember, if any
Oh my, a little close with that hand there.
your stomach, your sides, and your legs.
Wow. All right. They work hard, they play hard.
Remember, if any of these tests feel hard, don't struggle.
When don't they? Jesus.
As you're going to find out, following tips.
Hey, it's Terry Sweeney again. And Ethan Hawke.
is going to test your strength, stamina, coordination, and your sense of humor. Don't get frustrated if you don't get it right the first time or 5.
And down. That's it. Breathe. 1 and 2. Touch. And touch. That's it. Knee up. Wider base.
Man, I'm waiting for a ball to shoot out there. Holy hell.
Wider. Wide base. Feet apart. Move back. Quarter turn. Move forward.
I mean, I'm glad these guys are clearly, they're in shape. Good for them. I envy that, but it's just are they at a golf course? What?
Open your legs. Open.
All the way.
Twisting side to side. That's it. Shake it out. Shake it. Shake it out. Shake it out.
Shake it out. Shake your balls out.
Action on this. It's just to the back. High lift to the back. Stop. Get ready for cool down. Relax and finish. Congratulations.
Richard Dreyfuss is struggling.
You should feel great about all your hard work and concentration. It will pay off.
Working on my thighs. My balls are hanging out. All right.
You got to work out at least 3 or 4 times a week and increase what you do every 3 weeks. Of course, 4 times a week is more often than most people have sex. To stay interested,
Already went there, didn't we?
you got to play around. In 1984, Matthew and I used intense interval training for only about an hour a day to compete for the Olympic trials. Interval training can get you in shape fast, but it can also burn you out fast. You don't need it to stay healthy.
I mean, these literally feel like the scenes in gay, like 80s gay porn, like they just cut out the porn scenes. Like, boy, this has been a tough workout. Yeah, you look good. So do you.
It's a fun way to test yourself. Ultimately, what's going to keep you healthy year in and year out is probably not your aerobics or interval training. It's the small stuff you do every day. For every minute you spend in activity, walking to work, taking the stairs, as well as sports, you're going to live a minute longer, plus 1 more. If we all did the equivalent of 2 or 3 miles worth of walking each day, we'd live an extra 2.5 years. So it really doesn't matter what you choose to do, What matters is that you do it and you enjoy.
Yeah, but how are those last 2.5 years going to be? Are they going to be enjoyable 2.5 years? You know, bird dogging chicks and banging beaver? Or is it going to be 2.5 years of just like laying in a bed, like half comatose? Eh?
Enjoy it. Let's go.
This is the Video Journal of Medicine, your televised report on developments within the profession that affect
Oh, good. I've been waiting for this.
your practice today. In this issue, treating chronic diarrhea. This is Approach to the Patient with Chronic Diarrhea with Dr.
Lay on your side and shit. Dr. Asher Kornbluth. All right.
Asher Kornbluth, Assistant Clinical Professor of Medicine, Mount Sinai School of Medicine in New York City.
I like to use the definition that I learned from Dr. Henry Janowitz, which is that for a given patient, diarrhea is defined as stool that is either too many or too loose. Objectively, you can define it as a fluid volume of greater than 250 cc's
Oh, that's a lot of fluid.
per day. I would call it chronic if it lasts for 4 weeks or longer. Not all of these patients are neurotic or depressed. They can be well-adjusted, emotionally stable, otherwise very happy people who just happen to have a very irritable bowel. Typically, there is some external stimulus or irritant that triggers.
Take Trisha here. She has an irritable bowel. She can't stop shitting herself. She should probably stop drinking 78 cups of coffee a day.
There's the irritable bowel. Stress can be a
with lasagna.
Important irritant factor in many of these patients. In many patients, food is an important trigger. It is therefore important for patients to keep track of what they are eating.
Honestly, she's a bit of a plump babe. I mean, we'll just call her Diarrhea Babe. I'll call her Diarrhea Babe.
And how it relates to their symptoms. These patients may have inflammatory diarrhea from a bacterial or parasitic organism. Some organisms, such as strongyloides, may...
you can scream. She's a plump. I'll nominate her for plump babe status. I like her. Yeah. It's like, look, honey, we can get her. We can work around the diarrhea. Just let me know. You know, just right after you're done, we'll do the thing.
They cause diarrhea up to 25 years after initial exposure. As we have seen, taking a careful history is essential in developing a working diagnosis when a patient presents with chronic diarrhea. In our next segment, we will take a look at the various diagnostic tests that should be employed to confirm the diagnosis.
In a moment, part 2 of Approach to the Patient with Chronic Diarrhea.
Do you get diarrhea too? Yes, I get diarrhea. My immediate reaction is, oh.
and her last name is Lax. There's no way. No way. Come on. That's some sort of cruel joke.
Oh my gosh, I'm in trouble. I use kale pectate because it works. Kale pectate stops my diarrhea. I rely on it.
Now back to Approach to the Patient with Chronic Diarrhea.
Once a differential diagnosis has been formulated, the next step is to order the appropriate diagnostic tests to confirm the diagnosis. The patient should not be subjected to unnecessary tests that may be invasive, expensive, and particularly uncomfortable.
Yeah. So, no spinal taps.
Poor stool collection techniques can have a negative impact on confirming your diagnosis.
Poor collection technique? What, like you shit in a paper bag instead of a plastic one?
Many of these organisms are quite susceptible to environmental factors during sample transport. The organism may have been able to survive for 25 years in the human gut, but may only survive for a couple of minutes on a counter in the laboratory. It is important to keep in mind that many of these agents treat the symptom of diarrhea and not the actual underlying cause. Obtaining an accurate and thorough history from the patient can ensure a correct diagnosis and allow for effective and more specific treatments.
The Video Journal of Medicine is made possible through the support of...
Old Sally Diarrhea. Yeah, there's Sally there, man. She can't stop.
Roche Laboratories, a member of the Roche Group.
Robin Hood video. Knows bows.
Don't miss the complete series of instructional videos brought to you by Robin Hood Video Productions.
Oh man, we got bow guys here.
Our first 4 titles are presented by Jesse Moorhead and Jackie Caudle, winners of 6 world titles. Tape number 1, Myths of Modern Bow Hunting. Jesse and Jackie expose the most common misconceptions.
I mean, really, especially this guy on the right here. I look at this guy, I'm like, this is a bow guy right here for sure.
Of bow hunting, which could rob you of success. Discussion includes overdraws, penetration, fingers versus release aids, fast bows, and much more. Tape number 2, Tuning a Fast Hunting Bow. Jesse and Jackie guide you through the setup and tuning of a fast and accurate hunting bow with their 7 easy steps. They also show you how to speed up your old bow. Tape number 3.
Your old bow or oboe?
Why we miss. Jesse and Jackie discuss bow hunting's biggest reasons why we miss and their solutions. They've also created a speed and yardage chart to calculate how far you can misjudge distance and still bring home the game. Tape number 4, The World of 3D Archery. These top-ranked shooters introduce you to archery's hottest new challenge, including...
Man, those animals, they're just such good sports standing there willing to get shot.
Scoring, targets, and equipment rules. Also covered are tips on judging yardage and setting up a competitive bow. Our next 2 videos are by Len.
Oh, I've seen this guy before.
Cardinelli, foremost archery analyst and professional coach. Tape number 5, Secrets of the Shot, is the first of a 2-tape seminar designed for the bow hunter and the target archer. This first...
I want to say this guy was on an episode of Best of the Worst.
Ever in-depth analysis and professional training program for the serious
and he's missing like his front and bottom tooth.
Archer guides you all the way from the physical to the subconscious level. The running time is approximately 2 hours. Tape number 6, Target Panic, Its Causes and Cures, is the second part of Len's seminar. This discussion centers on target panic, also known as buck fever, freezing, involuntary release, or snap shooting, the archer's worst nightmare. The running time is approximately 1 hour. Tape number 7, The Basic Bow Mechanic. Learn the...
I want to see that guy give advice on just everything, not just bow hunting, just everything.
Basic operation, major adjustments, and repairs of the compound bow from Larry Wise, world champion and master technician. This video, designed for individual or pro shop use, teaches you the basic how, what, and why.
See, this is back when the guys who were bow hunters didn't look like bow hunters. Like, this guy just looks like he works at a software company. You would never suspect this guy. Like, all the dudes now who bow hunt, like, they look, they all look the same. They're all like fucking beards with camo gear and, yeah, I fucking bow hunt.
Of the compound bow. Larry removed...
Like, it's part of their personality. Now, back then, these guys just liked to bow hunt. That was just something they did. They didn't, revolve their entire personality around it.
There's the mystery surrounding cams, cables, let-off, draw curves, stored energy, and much more. He also simplifies major adjustments and repairs from fast flight systems and reserving strings to completely recabling a bow. Tape number 8 is The Release. Master the physical and mental techniques of archery's let-go systems.
I mean, look at that, man. Hold on.
Master the physical and mental techniques of archery.
I mean, are you even going to try to compete with a guy with a fucking dick duster like this? This guy's... No. Between this dick duster and this complexion... No, I'm not even going to try.
Let-go systems with 30-year veteran pro and finger release specialist Jim Pickering and
That's what they call me, finger release specialist. Wait, what's this guy's name?
With 30-year veteran pro and finger release specialist Jim Pickering and #1 ranked pro and master of the mechanical release D. Weil. Jim and D teach you the proper selection, finger placement, setup, anchor, and physical execution.
See, this is back when you could look like this. Nobody cared. Right? I mean, that's a look, man. That is a look. This man, completely secure in who he is. That's how it should be. This guy bow hunts, and he does it better than anyone. He don't give a fuck how he looks. This guy, yeah, you don't care. That's a fucking Milwaukee's best gut if I've ever seen one.
Of both the finger and mechanical releases. These top pros also share their subconscious mental sequences and professional training methods that will help you master either one of archery's release methods.
All right, son. Good job, Dad. That's the way it's supposed to be
All right. Jive turkey.
done, folks. Stick them in the middle, and you get your deer.
Oh, window wonders. I'm good. Good. Now I want to know how to put stupid shit in my windows. Actually, you know what? Before Susan beguiles us with her window wonders, I'm going to take a quick piss break. So we will be right back. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Try this one. Oh, yeah. All right, we're back. Susan is going to beguile us with her window wonders now that we're back from the piss break. So let's continue. Take it away, Susan. Oh, I forgot to turn the Boz cam on. Hold on. Not much has changed. He's still got his head down, so you can't really see him. You can kind of see the white part in his leg there, but his head is behind the pillow. Oh, well.
Hi, my name is Susie Brandon, and you know, sometimes my friends like to call me Susie Homemaker, and that's because I make all these lovely designs you see here today, and then some. To hang them up, all we're going to do is simply take a coffee cup hook and screw them in. Can you do that?
Yeah.
I think so, too. Now, if you happen to have a window in the bathroom or in the kitchen, you'd like to make it smaller.
I don't have a bathroom in the shitter, but I'd like to learn anyways, Susan.
Folks, do what I do. No, wait a minute. You can't take something like this to cut it.
Man, look at them scissors, man. Shit, you could take a bitch out with them things.
And that's the beauty of this product. It makes sense. That's right, dollars and...
That was an Alan Hawkshaw tune. That was, what was the name of that song? What was the name of that song? The name of that song was called Brainstormer.
And we're trying to work for you today. Scrunch it up and just loop it through. The bigger the
Let me guess, she sells these stupid plastic things.
loop, the bigger the poop. That's how it goes. That's what my girlfriend told me. She has a little boy at home. I wonder why. Okay. Find a hole, any hole, makes no difference to me. And simply
I'm with you there, Susan.
tuck it in. And there you go. Isn't that pretty?
Oh.
You're with me so far? Listen, you're following along great. You're doing a wonderful job.
Any hole's a goal.
Take the fabric, wad it up, throw it on the floor, and you now have what your designers are calling the latest cuddle effect of 1993. And remember, when it gets dirty, it took you 5 minutes to make. All you have to do is take it down, throw it in the washing machine, and put it up again. Not a lot of muss or fuss. That's right. You know, some of the men out there don't happen to like a real feminine feel. That's why the swag is conducive to their lifestyle as well as yours.
Okay there, Susan. Yeah, I'm all about the swag. What do you got here?
That's right. The bigger the loop, the bigger the poop. You wonder why they call me Susie Homemaker of the 90s. That's why. Now, folks,
I bet you she's a freak in the sack, though. What do you want to bet?
window wonders are taking over the country. They're taking it by storm simply because it's revolutionizing the window industry. You can decorate at a fraction of the cost.
Well, thank you, Susan. All right, we got Danny Morona, The Night of Your Life. Okay, I'll believe it when I see it.
Sierra Casino Hotel at Lake Tahoe. It's the
Lake Tahoe.
Night of Your Life, starring Danny Morona.
A quick impression, John McEnroe on his wedding night. It was in, you idiot! There's a man with a gun over there. He's telling me I got...
We need to have somebody do this guy's act verbatim, but now in front of a crowd of Zoomers. Maybe they'd... I would laugh. I would laugh at watching the Zoomers not know what the fuck's going on.
It's time to stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Wait, no, I saw a symbol moving up. Wait, I saw a ride symbol going up and down. I think there's a band.
Children, what's that sound?
Yep.
Everybody look what's going down. Yes, the 50s and the 60s, we had no punk rock, new wave, heavy metal, disco. We just had rock and... Gonna jam it up in Mississippi, mama, gonna break out your eyeball, stick your leg.
Oh my God, he's just like singing them. This is like if your Uncle Mike got on a stage with a couple of fucking, after about a half a pint of Crown Royal. Wait, is he doing Louis Armstrong singing Blueberry Hill? Oh, he's tearing it up on the piano that doesn't sound like a piano.
said, honey, if you think I'm gonna fire up this $90,000 combine to shuck 1 liter of corn, you're out of your mind. Just lately, they found out that you can get AIDS from a toilet seat. Did you read that?
The editing is my favorite. That's right. The power of a half pint of Crown Royal at the Christmas party. Your uncle, everyone. This guy would kill in Branson. Oh no! I wonder if we can get away with playing this. MTV Buzzkill, Moped Boy. Do you guys remember Buzzkill? I think it was like the precursor to Jackass and Tom Green, and I don't know. Maybe it's crappy enough quality we can get away with it.
Sturgis, South Dakota, home to Mount Rushmore and the biggest, baddest, beer-swillingest motorcycle rally in the world. Hog heaven for a 1300cc buzzkill.
Travis and I are going to play bikers.
Bob Hall here in Sturgis,
Yeah, it was a prank show.
South Dakota. 56th year of the bike rally. This is Cliff Johansson. He's going to play Moped Boy. I'm a writer for a magazine doing a story on him.
editor of Super Hog magazine. What'd you do that makes you so special, Cliff?
I ran away from home 5 years ago, and I've been on my scooter ever since.
Right. Live to ride, ride to live.
Today I'll be riding on that thing. Basically, I'm going to rally up people to greet him as he comes in.
Sitting here with Hummer.
So he's going to make all the big, tough biker guys get angry on his moped.
I'm gonna try to help get a couple bikers to get on mopeds and have a drag race against Moped Boy. Our plan. Frank will infiltrate the biker rally, but he'll do it on a moped.
All right, let's go.
55.
Moped Boy rides into town on a mission to earn respect from the hordes of outlaw bikers.
Get a drag.
Or die trying.
Move it up. Go.
Man, there's a lot of tough guy software engineers in that crowd. You better watch out, boy. Tough guy software engineers that just bought their first Harley. When I sound like I'm in a helicopter? I don't know what that is. Oh, wait a minute. There is like a... Hold on. Okay, I'm going to stop talking. Let me know if you hear something. Because I'm looking at my levels and it's doing something weird. Wait, I think I kind of hear that. Wait a minute, let me turn up the volume here. It's like... It's almost like a Morse code sounding thing. Hold on. Shut up, microphone stand. Maybe it's you. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what it is. Hold on. I know what it is. Maybe. Hold on. I think I know what it is. Damn it. Damn you. Really? Okay, let's see if that fixes it. Nope, I can still hear it. What the fuck is that? Maybe it's the next... Wait. It's still there. What the hell is that? That's driving me nuts. Oh well. Yeah, it's Jay's fault. Oh, Mike Stoklasa would like this video.
All right, gang, let's get started and have a great time. Just gently, in circular motions. Don't forget your thumb. And now the other hand. Each finger, don't forget one finger. Okay, now let's just shake it out. Let's shake out those fingers, okay? Good, way to go. And up, and down. And up, y'all look funny, and down, and up. And Joe, smile. And up, and down, and up, and down. Have you ever thought of yourself as being wonderful? Well, you
Of course.
are. Our psalmist tells us that we are wonderfully and fearfully made. Come on, Joe, let's get with it.
Hold on for just a second here. Nope, I got the right mic selected. Yeah, it's like... Okay, when you play There's No Helicopter, maybe it was that video. See, when I'm looking at my levels and I stop talking, and when I stop talking, I can still see this little, like, I don't know. Whatever. The show must go on.
Back there. And this is an elbow stretch, and we're going to touch our elbows together. And way to go, hold it there, and go back out. And go in, and out. Oh, you can feel the pull.
Oh, man, those columns really bring the room together.
In.
Ruby, come here. Can we get Ruby on? Oh, there's Bozzy. We can see the Bozzy face now. I've got them both in the room with me right now. Monty is sleeping with the wife.
And out.
Well, they're you know, napping. Sorry, resting.
And in, and out, and in, and out, and back. Come on, Joe. And back, and back.
Come on, Joe, get it together, fuckface.
Back over to the right, and back to the left, and then again to the right.
See, man, like back in my day, like this is what the old people look like. Like old Joe here. You know, Joe's making the effort. He's got a nice shirt on. You know, he's got his glasses, his hair's done. You know, he's not wearing like an American flag vest and some shitty fucking jeans, and you know, this man is putting effort into his attire.
To the left, and then again to the right, and then back to the left, and stop. And back to the right, and stop. Now, Dave, you did much better that time.
Yeah, Dave, much better, but you know, not as good as everyone else, though. Not quite.
Okay, let's hug ourselves. And
Oh no. You know we got to do it. You know we got to do it. I mean, at this point, right?
okay, let's hug ourselves. And up, and down, and and down and up. One more. Down and up. Forward and back. Forward. Ooh, I can feel that really good in the back of my leg. I hope you can. Forward and stop. Okay, shoulder, feet, shoulder.
A bolo tie, styling and profiling.
Width apart. We're going to do some stretches with our hands over our head and down to the left and up. Come on, Joe. Get that arm up and bend. Warren and Joe and Dorothy and all the rest of you off.
There's less people in each scene.
And out. I want to see some energy happening out there amongst you guys. So out and down and out and relax. Now let's extend. It's okay, Warren. I'm glad you're ready to go here. Forward with the circle. Forward. You're doing great. And forward and forward and forward and relax.
He was having a tough time there.
And I would think that by now you're beginning to feel better about yourself. And not only are you noticing a change, but your friends and your coworkers and the people around you are beginning to notice too. Chin?
I'm trying to identify that southern accent. That's my new project now. I'm trying to identify different regional southern accents. You know, because you got them all over the place. There's very specific regions of the South.
To our chest, and you're going to go to your left. So turn up.
He's losing it.
Up. I'd like to leave with you a favorite scripture of mine in 3 John, the 2nd verse, where it reads, "Beloved, I wish that you may prosper and enjoy good health, just as your soul prospers."
Of all the pictures they could have got of him, he doesn't know where he looks confused. You know, like, these are all smiling ladies. That just shows you, man. Like, all the old ladies, they still have their mental faculties, but all the old men just have. All the old men just look like that. It's like, why am I still here? Like Bill Burr had that bit. This is that generation of men, like, you know, they couldn't, you know, a lot of them had like dropped dead of heart attacks by the time they hit 50 because they couldn't admit publicly that a puppy was cute. Look at the look. Why am I still alive? Thank you to Gladys and Henry Scudder. Oh, Nashville. Okay. So she's got that's a Tennessee accent. What the fuck? At this point, I think the production crew is just having a laugh. Stretch. That's a screen slut. Don't just sit there. Stretch. That is good advice, by the way, though. Oof. All right.
The first symptom is
What if the child has bad vibes? Oh, no.
superficially engaging, and charming. These children like to look really good, so that it's like, see, I'm sweet and wonderful. My mom's the one with the problem. I want you on my side against her. And Dad's bad too. But it looks like this.
Oh, this kid's already... This lady's already got a fucking issue with her kid. She's already blaming her problems on her kid.
Oh, I really like your shirt. It's so pretty. Can I come to your house and play? Because I really like you. You're one of my favorite people. They'll come up with things like, oh, my mother's dying of AIDS, and my father got laid off from his job, and we don't have anything to eat. Do you have a lot of Twinkies or cookies that I could please have if I'm starving? Where is your mother? And they say, I don't know. And what they mean is, I don't care. But if mom says, you know, she just can't pet your dog, please don't say, oh, why not? Don't make the mom...
These are very specific complaints.
Doubt herself by pulling the rug out from underneath her. She doesn't want to stand there and explain, I'm sorry, but he killed our dog last week, and so we don't want him petting your dog. If you're not sure if they're a great, absolutely awesome, incredibly patient, fabulously wonderful parent, if you're not sure, this is the test. You look at the child. If they have their arms and their legs and their head still attached, that's it. The parents have passed the test. These children push and push and push and push and push until parents just want to go, shut up. So it's a really confusing thing, and I'm glad you asked that because a lot of people don't know exactly what to do. But if the parent's abusing the child, they need a break. They're obvious.
Helicopter test. Like I said, I'm looking at my levels and I see it going like but I don't know if it's me. I need to like eliminate, because the only background noise is the computer. Okay, it's gone. All right.
Obviously over the limit, they're over the line, they need to get some rest, they need to have some new parenting ideas, that kind of thing. Buy them chicken soup for the soul book.
I just figured Bosley was more interesting to watch than this lady and these people in their shitty lawn chairs. Look at these 70s lawn chairs.
Many of the children that I've worked with actually worship Satan because they don't...
Whoa, wait a minute, what?
For the soul book. Many of the children that I've worked with actually worship Satan because they don't associate with Christ and love and beauty and creating. Oh yes, Jesus loves me, this I know, and their little heart is just like going, yeah, right. I certainly do not let these children say grace at our table because I don't know who they're praying to. And
the corgi's trying to back out of this shit. He's like, I'm out of here.
Hitler, Saddam Hussein, Edgar Allan Poe, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Ted Bundy. One of the people who was fortunate enough to get help in time was Helen Keller.
Wait, what? The editing.
Allan Poe, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Ted Bundy. One of the people who was fortunate enough to get help in time was Helen Keller. They like to say what? To see if you will repeat yourself.
What am I supposed to do about kids that have a desire to destroy property? Punch holes in the walls?
Don't get off my goddamn lawn.
Kick indoors, that kind of thing.
Huh?
What do you do with these kids at night?
What we need to do as their support system is help them to take care of themselves, to take time off, to have fun and laugh, to do the powerful parenting tools that are tough to do but need to be done so their hearts are full and can overflow like that onto the child and fill their heart with love. Thank you.
This is boomer shit, man. Boomers were all doing like trying to explore alternative parenting and I mean, you know, I understand obviously things change and progress, but this is like when you have someone with zero qualifications, this is what happens. People paid money to go to this thing and watch this woman just ramble incessantly.
So much for all that you're doing for this family. We appreciate it. It's for all of us.
An American hero in need.
You are watching one of the most important programs of our time. The story.
God damn it. All right, hold on. Well, I guess the fact that I get to use this number regularly means I can hang on to it. All right. What's the number? 1-800-241-1600.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Boo.
Please check the number and dial again.
Wow. All right. Anyway.
Story of an American hero who, against many obstacles, has led the fight for freedom around the world and helped provide security for our nation, for you and me. Yet, remarkably, today this man faces potential indictment, inquisition, financial ruin, and prison. If written by a Hollywood scriptwriter, you would say unbelievable.
Who are we talking about here? Ollie North?
This is an emergency petition of support for Oliver North and his fight.
I fucking knew it!
For freedom in Central America. It will be presented to our national leaders in Washington, to your congressmen, your senators, to let them know how you feel. Your name goes right here.
From what I've seen so far, I'd say he's probably one of the most patriotic people that this country's seen in quite some time.
I think he's a man of God.
Well, being a patriotic person and being an ex-Marine, he's great as far as I am concerned.
They really didn't have a good idea what was going on down there. When Ollie did his slideshow without slides, I mean, that was very informative, and I think it opened a lot of eyes. It certainly opened mine.
I think he stuck his neck out, and I think he stood up more than.
Yeah, Bozzie's out like a light. I got the camera a little bigger than normal there. By the way, I just wanted to say Bozzie has been eating really good lately. We've been getting this like bougie food for him because the older he gets, the pickier he gets with his food. That and his teeth. He's got bad teeth. You know, he's an old man. And the vet's like, yeah, we don't really want to pull. We really don't want to pull out his teeth at this age. So what they do is we just get antibiotics a couple times a year just to keep any infections at bay. And that's pretty much how it is. But we've been getting this like really good food. It's the kind of food like if I was starving, I would eat this shit. But ever since he's been eating it, he's been feeling a lot better though. He's got a bit more pep in his step.
Most people have stood up in this country in defense of freedom in order to defeat communism in Central America. And I think that is a noble cause.
I think he created a lot of enthusiasm for the flag, for standing up for one's principles.
The man is a hero. I think that he has proved to the Congress that the American people really do support the Contras.
What will stop a...
Oh, yeah. I got to read up on that. I don't know a whole lot about that shit. I'm sure it's, not the story that we were fed.
Terrorists? Today there is one force standing between the communist terrorists in Nicaragua and the borders of our own country. That force?
I mean, did this have something to do with like, Nicaragua? Was this like having to do with our meddling in South America?
The Central American freedom fighters. They are men and women like you and me who love their country and just want to be free.
We must help the freedom fighters now because they're fighting not only for their own freedom and the freedom of their country,
Man, I don't even remember this fucker.
but for our freedom as well.
The first Indiana senator I remember was Dick Lugar. And actually, Dick Lugar wasn't like a completely terrible guy because I know he was one of those like anti-nuclear proliferation guys. Like I think he worked towards reducing the amount of nuclear weapons in the world. So he did that, but I don't know much else about him though.
The terrorist threat is so real, so dangerous. None of us can be silent any longer. It's time now to act.
Terrorist training camps within just hours of our borders. Unbelievable? Even more unbelievable, some people in the Congress want to inhibit our fight against this communist aggression.
Let me guess, they're Democrats.
Against the onslaught of Soviet communist tanks, rockets, and gunship helicopters stand only the Central American freedom fighters. It's an expensive battle to get this message to the public. For a $10 donation, I'll send you a photograph of Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North being sworn in
This shit probably costs like 5 cents.
for the Congress of the United States. This is an amazing piece of American history. You can have the actual framed photograph. Let's join together. Let's unite and let our voices be heard. We will never quit as long as there are heroes like Oliver North to fight.
Nobody hates Boz. You're right. The only rabbits that Boz has caught are the one time we found a baby bunny nest, and Bosley didn't even kill him. He just like Ruby killed it. Ruby killed the shit out of those baby bunnies, but Bosley just he tried to carry one into the house, and it was like, no. I stopped him right on the deck. I was like, drop that shit, and he just dropped it. Like, bleh.
For freedom will go on, and we will win.
All right, fucker.
We want to make a little instructional tape for horseshoers, backyard horseshoers.
All right, back to business. Let's shoot some horses.
Everyday horseshoers, whatever it would be. And none better to...
It's Reed Flake and Lee Myatt. These look like AI-generated names.
Show it to you than this man right here, Lee Myatt. Lee, tell us a little bit about what we're going to see on this instructional tape today.
It's going to be hitting just a very few highlights on doing it, a few easy ways I found to do it, and I think that you'll find it really educational a few ways.
Yeah, I want to be just like backyard wrestling, backyard horseshoeing.
I do things different than a lot of guys do.
Tell us a little bit about where your experience comes from, some of the things that you've been through to get you to this point in your life.
One thing is I've roped since I was a kid, and I think I feel like I'm very fortunate about that. It's given me everything that I've had.
He got that hat with his fucking Marlboro. He got like 78,000 Marlboro miles to get that fucking hat.
And I think that's one thing that qualifies me to be able to shoe these horses better than a lot of guys. Another thing is for the last 12 to 13 years, I've lived in the Oklahoma City area. A lot of major horse events come through Oklahoma City. I attend all of them, and I have been right in the middle of all of them. And I think there's more horseshoers, the best horseshoers in the United States come through Oklahoma City than probably any other town, you know. So
I believe him. It's probably not true, but I believe him. He says it with such confidence.
What do you say we go to the barns right now and shoot some horses and see how it's done?
Yep, that's about right. Wearing that fucking Casio.
Usually I will knife a sole out, clean the sole out. I'll
What?
let the horse's foot back down on the ground. The longer they stand up there, the tireder they get, the more they'll pull on you, the more trouble they will give you most of the time.
All right. He's good at shoeing. He ain't so good at teaching, but he's good at shoeing. And he's good at grunting. Oof. God, I have a hard enough time trimming Bosley's toenails.
The front end I use a St. Croix light rim.
Why is he saying this like he snuck into that place and he's trying to do it without getting the attention of security?
That's pretty close to what a front foot of mine looks like.
He likes to grunt. I guess that's key to being a good shoer is you got to grunt right. He's got a good grunt to him.
Take a long stroke with your rasp. That way you're able to use your whole rasp. I get the fine side and blend back up that foot.
Yeah.
big clinch on top of that foot might stay on there longer.
You got to grunt. It ain't right if you don't grunt. Fucking grunt.
I see so many people that have a toolbox they're dragging on the floor.
Your dad's a racehorse trainer. My little brother rides and exercises him. I legit think I could have done this job if my life went another... Wow, yeah, see? Horse hooves are easier to file down than maple. Yeah, I believe that. No, dude, this guy, it's the power is in the grunt. If you ain't got the grunt right, you can't shoot.
And I tell you what, it doesn't take long for your back to wear out toting that around. It's not very heavy, but when you do it all day long, it is heavy.
Heavy.
There's no reason not to have rollers on your toolbox.
That's what my grandma always said. Get them rollers. Not easy to have them rollers on your toolbox. And you pronounce heavy. There's no A in that. There's Heevy.
A handle this high. It seems like if I happen to walk off from it, a horse can see this box because it's a little bit higher. A lower box, a lot of times they won't see it and they'll fool around and get in it if you forget to move it.
Well, we're almost done with this.
That's what I want.
You don't get no cunt if you ain't got that grunt.
Want to look like.
I like how he edits it like mid grunt. It doesn't. It's not even the full grunt. Oh God. The jorts? What? Oh yeah, look at all the jorts.
Inside out, there's more to me than what you see. Deep within, you'll find the part that's really me. That's where my character's growing.
I don't know how old she is. I'd say she's a plump babe, but she might also be like 17, so I'm not sure.
Strong, and I find out what life's about. If you're looking to know who you really are, you gotta look inside out. Inside out.
I'm Corrine, and my home is in Orange County, California.
And I have a giant mouth.
Right next door to Disneyland. My dream is to one day be a professional singer. I also dream of being a
I'm gonna deep throat this mic.
wife and mother with lots of kids.
From Santa Cruz, California, my name is Joshua, and my dream is to work very hard at training my voice in the hopes that one day I can become a professional opera singer. Who knows? Maybe one day I will be one of the 3 tenors.
Remember the Alamo, San Antonio, Texas is where I'm
Oh, never mind. That voice is awful.
from. My name is Shannon, and I'm realizing one of my dreams by being on this team. My next dream is to get a college education and to prepare for my future.
Oregon is my state, and my hometown is named Beaverton. I'm Tim,
I get lots of beaver.
and my dream is to one day have a camp for kids just like you, where they can come, play, learn, and be challenged to be people of character.
My name is Suzanne, and my home is in La Mesa, California.
I'm the only black person on this crew.
My dream is to study hard in college and become an orthopedic surgeon. That's a doctor
Don't call the police.
who specializes in treating the bones in our bodies.
I'm fat.
Liberty Bell can be found in my home state. My name is Ben, and I'm from York, Pennsylvania. My dream is to complete my college education and then one day teach history
I eat lots of Philly cheesesteaks.
to high school students.
From Eden, Oklahoma, I'm Katie. My dream is to travel and one day raise a family.
Your future probably won't change much if you decide to have a Pop-Tart for breakfast instead of a bowl of Lucky Charms.
Phew, that's a relief.
I'm not used to being around people like you. Your skin is so white.
Well, how about you? Your skin is so brown.
We're Protestant. We're Jewish. You're different.
So are you.
Hey, hold on, you guys.
Oh man, this is like fucking. This is like how this is how you got a Gen X education on race relations. Ugh.
Your aren't showing any respect to each other. Look, it's okay to be different. That's what makes each of us special and unique.
Whoa, 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 hey, hey.
Is he Joey? He's Joey Obeson. Wait, Joey. He can't be Joey Fatone. He's Joey Obesone. I don't know. I can't. I need something better here.
I know of one teenage girl who made a horrible choice one day by taking drugs and getting high.
That sounds like fun.
She then got behind the wheel of her car while under the influence of the drug and ran a red light, hitting a mother and her child as they were walking through a crosswalk.
Well, you know what? They should have been looking. I mean, you don't just cross the road without looking, right? Didn't they ever teach you that shit as a kid?
She wasn't a bad person. She just made a very bad choice. And because of it, 2 people are dead. And she has to spend 20 years in prison.
Mind if I smoke?
Care if I die? Yuck!
And don't forget that secondhand smoke is bad for you too. So don't hang with friends who smoke. Be cool and don't smoke.
Well, that clearly didn't work.
You've got to be fair. Just wait your turn. A lesson we can learn.
I might have seen something like this in elementary school, but I think I blocked it out.
Hey! Remember, America is such an awesome country to be in.
As free Americans, we believe that each individual has the responsibility to obey our laws and to be good citizens. By
Obey the law.
doing this, we can show our appreciation to all our fallen heroes in our history who have died protecting our freedom and liberties.
Primary Focus, America's foremost elementary school show teams, are each comprised of 8 college-aged young people from all
College-aged young people. I was right.
over the United States. Their assembly program, titled Choices Count, is a fast-moving, high-energy sight and sound experience featuring state-of-the-art digital sound and fully choreographed songs with costumes and props. Having part
I know. Influence. You know what? I'm going to take a piss break. We can keep doing this, or we can, because it's Plumpiversary, we can revisit something from the past year, not from the past. Like, if you guys can remember something from the past year that we can revisit, please do. I do have. I remember I found an episode. I did find an episode of Hitmaker Showcase that I know we haven't seen yet, and it wasn't just like 20 minutes of 8-year-olds breakdancing, so we could watch that. But in the meantime, I'm going to accidentally open Audacity, and I'm going to close that out. But I'm going to take a piss break here. Hitmaker Showcase. All right, I will do that. Hold on, I have to get up. Let me turn off the Boz cam for a sec. And we'll be right back. What do we got here? Cruising? Okay, cruising.
What's up? I like to get you on the floor so I can funk with you, you know? Baby, you don't have to be shy. Just follow me. I'll show you what I mean. Let your feelings go. Let your body move to groove. Funky groove. Let your feelings go. Let your body move to groove. Funky groove. Let your feelings go. Let your body move to groove. Funky groove.
All right. Fancy clothes. Sorry, it took me a second to find the episode through the air. That funky sound. All right, we got yeah, I found the episode. Sorry. I saved it in the place that I should have. I for some, it's like, you thought you saved it somewhere else, but you saved it in the place that you should have saved it in the first place. Yeah. If that makes any sense. Anyways, Hitmaker Showcase, an episode that I'm pretty sure we haven't seen.
The following program is brought to you as a community service by American Cablevision in cooperation with the Public Access Consortium of Indianapolis.
All right. See, I don't know if that's like an actual, if that's a song. That's the Hitmaker Showcase theme I like.
Good evening and welcome to Hitmaker Showcase, Indy's #1 musical show, for we have the best in local talent. We have a performer tonight who is no stranger to Hitmaker Showcase. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on Mr. Ron Proctor.
Come on. And Gamble. Okay. Well, that's two of them. Is that Ron and Proctor? Now, there is a band on here, but we start off with Ron Proctor. Hold on. Boost it a little bit. Nah, not Paul. Not Paul. The guy with Nat Morris. That guy. You know what, though? I kind of get it, though. There are people who have been taking clips of his show and uploading them on their Instagram page and getting hundreds of thousands of views without giving him credit. Speaking of that, Fuzzy Memories, who we know, shout out to Fuzzy Memories, the Museum of Classic Chicago TV. I don't think I would be doing the plump if it weren't for the content from his channel. I often see that Super Sash Window Company commercial on various Instagram pages with tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of views. And the people who upload that video conveniently crop out the Fuzzy Memories watermark, because we debuted that video the night he uploaded it to his channel. You know? And I gave credit. So, fuck those people. You got people making money off his shit. Man, fucking Jim Rubino supplied all the PA equipment back there. He's got like this colonial look going here. He's got his John Adams look going on here. Play it in your butt.
The beat that makes your body shake. Play that beat. Play for the punk rock. Play for the hip hop.
Wait. Buddy, did you just type Greek? That first sentence was, did you just type in Greek?
Play it on the radio. Play for the cold. Play it in the playground. Play it on the street. Play for biscuits. Play that beat. Play for me.
And you know how much Elmer's glue and glitter they had to do to pull these letters off? That was a lot of work. I was voice texting in Russian. You'd make our showcase.
Play it all night long and I'll listen to it over and over again and again and again and again. You can play my song, yes, and I'll keep on dancing and keep on dancing. Having fun until the morning sun. DJ will play it just for you. So you gotta get down and show you know how to. I've been waiting until the sensation of my song. When I hear it come on, it takes me away from everyday things. The music vibrates, it is an inspiration. And this is my spirit every time I hear it. God knows it makes me feel good. Don't get missed, this jockey. Play that beat.
This is terrible fucking right. All right.
Ron Proctor. Who we have here is dancing with you?
Oh, Daryl Scott.
Daryl Scott. All right.
How you doing?
What's good?
Arlington High School.
How long have you been breaking?
I ain't been breaking.
Popping.
Well, I haven't been breaking for nothing but about a year. And I
None but a year. Popping for 10.
just met up with him. He was gonna teach me some jazz, you know. That's about all.
Mr. Agile over here, Ron Proctor. All right, y'all gonna work up some more routines or something like that together for us or what?
Yeah, we're gonna,
All right, okay. Thanks a lot, Ron. Thanks y'all for being on here, make a showcase. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have another break group. And they go by the name of the Dynamic Droppers.
Man, what do we have? The Supersonic Poppers. the ultrasonic droppers, the so we got the dynamic droppers here, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's greet the dynamic droppers.
Rock the wave of soul, pop music, salsa, rock and roll, calypso, reggae, rhythm and blues, master mix.
Okay, I'm going to skip to the band. I think he's still alive. I listened to a podcast from 2019 where they an Indianapolis podcast where they interviewed him. They asked him about this show. And he was saying, he was like, yeah, he's like, I was like a Motown, you know, doo-wop. He's like, I started doing like doo-wop and then like Motown stuff. And he's like, when I started doing this show, like breakdancing was really, you know, becoming the big thing. And he's like, I was one of the few shows that, you know, like leaned into that. He's like, I didn't try to steer away from it just because I was from a different generation. I didn't steer away from it. So that was cool. I remember that part.
Okay, and who we have here?
Greg Grant.
Greg, you want to say hello? I'd like to say hello to Leah Williams. All right. Now, what school we go to here?
94.
94. We're all good.
District 94.
All right. How long you guys been? All right, you guys got it together. Looks good.
Okay, I want to see the band. Okay, he's going to introduce the band.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to keep things rolling. We have some performers with us. We have a gentleman that used to perform around Indy. One of the great performers that we have around Indy. And he goes by the name of Kenny Dodson. Ladies and gentlemen, let's greet Kenny Dodson and the Sin Sound.
The Sin Sounds. Holy shit. I already hear. Oh shit.
What's that? I got a distance. I don't see no gas nowhere. Wait a minute. There's one over there. Taxi, take me to the other side of town. Just as fast as you can. Taxi, before my lady puts me down.
That's right.
So please, won't you hurry? She's got me worried. I just wanna see her. Just wanna see her.
Yeah, it's a D plus Bobby Womack. Yeah. Bobby Slomack.
All town is too slow. Hitchhiking is a no-no. She's all I'm thinking of. All I'm thinking of. Taxi. I've got some catching up to do. Yes, I have that.
Taxi.
Like a fool, I broke my heart in two. So didn't mean to do it now. So stop, show me the running.
So I wonder if this was kind of like the thing, like, you know, when glam metal was like, you know, fading out and, you know, grunge alternative type metal was kicking in. Was the early 80s kind of that way with black music, where you had like these kind of bands, like traditional bands kind of clashing with like the hip hop stuff? I wonder if it's similar.
Your engine's humming. I just wanna see her. Just wanna see her. Put the pedal to the metal. That's this matter I've got to settle. And I see
helicopter's back. I'm going to mute my mic. I'm going to mute it. Let me know if it's still there. We got D plus Ernie Isley right there. It's gone when I mute. Yeah, like I said, if I look at my levels, it's like I gotta figure out what that is. I'll have to troubleshoot later on during the week. Yeah, is it like a... Maybe I need to get a new XLR cable. I'm still using a Rubino's cable. Because it's got that red thing on the end. So, yeah, maybe I just need to swap out my XLR cable. Or maybe my mic is taking a shit. I don't know. I've had this mic for a while. It wasn't an expensive mic. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm due for an upgrade. Who knows? Maybe I need to upgrade my shit. I mean, I haven't upgraded my shit since I started doing the plump. Maybe it's time.
All right. Mr. Kenny Johnson.
How you doing,
All
Bob?
right, glad to have you on the show.
Glad to be here.
Boy, it's a long time. I
It's
see you
been a
still
long
doing
time.
it.
Yes, I'm
doing it
still
up good.
hanging in there.
All right, well, what you got coming up? Fill us in on some of the things you got going.
We're kind of working on some original stuff right at the moment, so you'll be hearing a little bit from us.
Yeah, we in the studio. You know how it goes. We in the studio. All right, I'm just going to end it then. All right, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Buddy. I want to thank Jay. I want to thank Garrett. I want to thank Ian. I want to thank this dog shit helicopter sound with my mic. I want to thank G-Man and the Clan. I want to thank everybody. Hey, we had fun tonight, despite the technical issues. So hopefully by next week or next, whatever, the next plump, Well, actually, next week's going to be birthday stream because my birthday's on the 26th, which is Saturday. So I very well might be doing a plump, slightly more inebriated than I usually am. So we'll see you then, guys. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. I love you guys. You're the reason why I do this shit now. So thanks. Also, I want to thank Jay on keyboards. I want to thank Buddy on keyboards and tenor sax. I want to thank Jay on keyboards and baritone sax. I want to thank Ian on keyboards and oboe. Yeah. Oh.
At this time, I'd like to welcome everyone to the Perry Players Showcase. Sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. It's my pleasure right now to present to you the Perry Players.
Anything
And you'll meet our guest co-host from the hit series Oh Fuck It.
Fades away. Just what do we say to make that happen? Nothing. Love just happens that way. In a world so hard on love, give it carefully. What is meant to be is gonna be now. Destiny for you and me, oh yeah. This is where love begins, and it's happening tonight. This is where love begins. I said it's coming from you and I. This is where love begins. But it starts with your heart. Away from all this madness, our dreams can learn to fly, making us so high on each other, waiting here for love to lead the way. Love to lead the way in this midnight magic, rinsing breathlessly, reaching desperately to find each other in harmony. You and me, oh yeah. And this is where, this is where. Let's show these people how we share our lives beautifully, I mean.
If I had a horse, I'd buy it oats and